Hello, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. Welcome in. I hope you guys are all having a great Wednesday afternoon and hope you're having a good day. So welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Catherine Wilby. Welcome in, Lisa, Keith, and Joey at It's Joey's World. I do appreciate you all coming in. We'll wait and see if other people come in. But I hope you guys have been having a good day and checking out all the other streams. I know Monarch Moments was live. They may still be live out in Santa Cruz at the boardwalk. Team Marie's Place was live with Gonzo. I saw Mike and Russ at the Magic Kingdom while Mike was trying out his Wii Walk cane and driving on the Tomorrowland. The Tomorrowland Raceway, which was quite comical. But then it's probably no different than some little kids driving a car and bouncing off the middle of the ride. So welcome in, everyone. We'll wait for a few people. I think I was gonna try something different today, so we'll see. But it's gonna be movie category. So you can pick questions about action movies, Oscar movies, or comedy classics. Comedy classics. Welcome in, Brian K. So, but these will be the categories. If it doesn't work out, we'll switch to our decades of trivia. It's a little bit different. I know a lot of people like the 80s. I could always grab that. I was trying to find, I was going to do, go back to a Disney game called Colorblind, where you guess what colors a character has in their outfits and stuff. But at the moment, I can't find it, so I will have to dig around in the boxes and see what I did with the game, just to kind of put the Disney part in and everything. But I know everybody does like the other type of trivia where it's generalized or pop culture and everything. Welcome in, Mary. Thank you for joining. But with the Disney news coming up, I know this weekend is the Princess Half Marathon. I'm not sure if I know. I'm sure there's some people out there. I know Samantha Lowe, I think, is doing either the 5 or 10K. I'm not sure if This Our Dreams, Jeff and Angela are doing one of the races, or Walt and Melissa. I really haven't caught if they were or not. But some of them do things virtually on the races too. I know I'd like to try to get signed up for one of the ones in the future to get out there, at least try the 5K and then work my way up to the 10K. But sometimes the 10K character and the 10K outfit stuff is maybe a character or something that I like, but I don't think I could do the full 10K. So a 5K would be good to at least start out too. So I'm going to have to keep my eye out for something. I did the first time I was ever going to do one was when everything hit, the pandemic, and I was going to do the Star Wars one with the 5K, but then I ended up doing it virtually instead for that. So, and then I did a summer virtual one. Welcome in, John Surfbum. Thank you for joining. So the Princess Half Marathon's this weekend, and then Disney's going to dive right in on March 2nd, Wednesday, for the Flower and Garden Festival. And seeing some of the previews of the merchandise, it would be, hopefully some of that merchandise will get back in there after the first wave of the rush of opening day. There's some cute orange bird stuff, and I did see a couple of Spike the Bee things that I was interested in. I keep looking at the air of like flying down Tuesday night, running to Epcot like Wednesday morning till about the afternoon, and fly back home on Wednesday evening. That way I wouldn't have to take off too many days or anything, just to check out the merchandise and check out some of the flowers, and then come back for the summer for another time. But I walked to my mailbox to get the mail. But yeah, there's some pretty cool merchandise. Of course, there'll probably be some pins and everything like that. And then, of course, we heard a possible opening of the Guardians of the Galaxy over Memorial Day weekend. I'm not sure if there's actual um, official news of it opening, but I'm sure all the days of the Memorial Day weekend are probably gone for the Epcot reservations or whatever. Yeah, Mary, I'm not too big of a runner. I need to get myself into some practice, but I know you can kind of walk fast and um, walk fast during the 5K. But I know I could walk it within a reasonable amount of time. Welcome in, Live in the Magic, the Jack Lee family. Thank you for joining this evening. Like I said, we're going to try movie trivia. And we'll see what happens because you never know. People, we're not. Sometimes some people are good at movie trivia, some aren't. But you can pick the category that you want the question from if you answer first in the questions. But the categories is action movies, comedy classics, and Oscar winners. Oscar winners. Thank you, Mary. Welcome in, Annie Koo. Welcome in, Penguin Master. I will start with the Oscar winners. Welcome in, Candy Mom. If I didn't catch you, welcome in, Car Key Carol. Thank you for joining. But I will start off with the first question from the Oscar winners. So we'll go from there and see what happens. And the print's real small, so I will have to put on my glasses. So we'll get started here. And since the Oscars are coming up soon, we'll go from there. Welcome in, Bloom and Cheesa Richard. Thank you for joining. I should do that. I don't have it with me though. But here we go. And then, like I said, you can stick with this category or switch to action movies or comedy classics. Yeah, I wonder if he will stop in. You never know. But here we go. You may or may not know the movie, but we'll see how it goes. And if not, we'll go to the decades of trivia. So we'll give this a shot and then we'll go. Welcome in, Kathy. Thank you for joining. But here we go. Which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2018? Which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2018? Welcome in, Sandy Birdwell. Thank you for joining. Yeah, some of it will be. In fact, I really never seen this movie till another movie that came out, and a friend of mine does like a summer series of movies and faith, and but The Shape of Water. My master is requesting milk. Hello to everyone coming in. It's The Shape of Water is a good guess, but that's not the answer. Not the answer, but The Shape of Water is a good guess. We might just switch to the decades of trivia here if we don't get going. John Stamos. Hello, Captain Akron Ryan. Hello, Movie Mania Nick. I'll read the question for you, Movie Mania Nick. Which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2018? And then we'll switch to the decades of trivia out there. Although a lot of you might know the comedy classics and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably switch here because a lot of the questions are hard. Not the shapes of water, unless this card is wrong. Unless this card is wrong. It's not the shapes of water. The shape of water. Christmas Vacation. I'm going to switch to the decades of trivia because it looks like we'll be here not everybody will have a good time. But I'll go ahead and read the question and give the answer. And I'm guessing they might have put the wrong answer on this card, but which movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2018? And they have Green Book. They have Green Book as the answer. So I wonder if that's a misprint or Green Book actually won the Academy Award in 2018. Because I'm thinking, I know The Shape of Water might have won something, maybe it was 2019 for The Shape of Water. I'm going to look it up real quick and see. Yeah, I'm guessing they had the wrong card here. Yeah, it is the Shape of Water. Yeah, the game's wrong. So we will switch games. There is a question about Die Hard on here, though, which Lisa would have gotten right if that would have been the question. Yeah, that should have been 2019 because I just looked it up too, that it is The Shape of Water. So they messed up on the game. So we will switch games. Yep, the game is wrong. A misprint. Well, luckily, that was an old game I found like at the Goodwill for like $2. So no big deal. But in the game of winning, it is. No, it's not a Christmas movie. No. Yeah, I don't consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, but I know some people do. That's just an opinion. Okay, we'll go to the decades of trivia. So here we go. What is the name of the game so I can complain? It's called The Big Movie Quiz by Professor Puzzle. So The Big Movie Quiz is the name of the game. But we're going to go to decades of trivia. And it's the 1980s through 2010s. 1980s through 2010s. So here we go. So much for a movie quiz. And I'll start off with 2010s since we never get up into the 2000s here. So here we go. The last name of this character on The Big Bang Theory was never revealed. The last name of this character on The Big Bang Theory was never revealed. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I think, Yeah, I've seen that one, so I'll have to get that one. Okay. I do see a correct answer. A lot of you guys are guessing them, but I do see a correct answer. And I will give it to Annie Koo with Penny. Annie Koo gets the correct answer with Penny. Although everybody else had good guesses, Stuart, Bert, Sheldon. But it was Annie Koo with Penny. Hello, Bob and Kelly. Welcome in. Okay, Annie Koo, you get to pick 2010s, 2000s, 90s, or 80s. So, Annie, you get the pick. Either that or I just won't use the Oscar questions. So, Annie, you get to pick the 90s. Okay. Here we go. The 90s. Talk amongst yourselves. Who played the host of Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond on Saturday Night Live in the 90s? Yeah, I could always pull that one out, Mary. But talk amongst yourselves. Who played host of Coffee Talk with Linda Richmond on Saturday Night Live in the 90s? And let's see who we got first. It's Joey's World and John Surfbaum with Mike Myers. So it's Joey's World and Surfbaum John with Mike Myers. Okay, 1980s. Here we go with the 1980s. Here we go. What actress said, "You like me?" in her 1984 Oscar acceptance speech for her performance in Places in the Heart? What actress said, "You like me?" in her 1984 Oscar acceptance speech for her performance in Places in the Heart? Hello, this our dreams, Jeff and Angela. Okay, it's Joey's World and Bob and Kelly get it with Sally Field. Sally Fields. So it's Joey's World and Bob and Kelly. Sticking with the 80s. Welcome in, Catherine Wilby. I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Yeah, they are pretty fast there. Let the games begin. Okay, here we go. What Jim Henson cartoon showed favorite Muppet characters as little kids in a nursery setting? What Jim Henson cartoon showed favorite Muppet characters as little kids in a nursery setting? Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I lost track of everyone. Okay, the first two people, it's Joey's World and Brian K. It's Joey's World and Brian K. with Muppet Babies. Good job, Brian and Lisa with Muppet Babies. Okay, it's Joey's World. Sticking with the 80s or switching? Okay, sticking with the 80s. Welcome in, Donna Jaworski. Thank you for joining. We did that one already. And that one before. Okay, here we go. Welcome in, Donna. Thank you for joining. The 1980s. Name Ronald Reagan's press secretary who was shot in an assassination attempt on the president. Name Ronald Reagan's press secretary who was shot in an assassination attempt on the president. It's Joey's World, Brian K. and Kathy for James Brady. So it's Joey's World, Brian K. and Kathy. Of Kathy and Randy. But James Brady. No problem, Candy Mom. I might as well just get out my 80s trivia cards instead. Because I'm going to be out of 80s. Just kidding, though. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Private Dancer was a 1984 hit for what comeback queen? Private Dancer was a 1984 hit for what comeback queen? It's Joey's World, Bob and Kelly, and John Surfbum with Tina Turner. Tina Turner. So it's Joey's World, Bob and Kelly, and John. And if you guys are all enjoying the trivia and everything, please remember to hit that like button. If you come in and out or you're leaving for the evening, hit that like button. It is much appreciated. And if you haven't already checked out our channel, check out the videos and other live streams and consider subscribing. It would be much appreciated also. So thank you very much. I think we have had these questions before. We do the movie action question before. Could we do the movie action questions? Yes, we can. Yeah, I should have opened up the other deck. Oops. Okay, here's some newer 80s questions if you still want to do the 80s. If you still want to do the 80s, let me know, or I can get the movie questions. As I switched around to another deck. Okay, the 80s. Here we go. When Doves Cry was the lead single on this Prince 1984 album. When Doves Cry was the lead single on this Prince 1984 album? So we have Mary, John, and It's Joey's World with Purple Rain. So Mary, John, and It's Joey's World with Purple Rain. Good job, Mary, getting in there. Okay, Mary, you can pick the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Yes, you're beating Jeff because he hasn't answered yet at all. Okay, Mary wants to stick with the 80s. When Doves Cry. But yes, you are beating Jeff. Okay, here we go. This group's pop hits include Lay Your Hands on Me, Doctor, Doctor, Hold Me Now. This group's pop hits include Lay Your Hands on Me, Doctor, Doctor, and Hold Me Now. So Karki and Donna Jaworski get it with the Thompson twins. So welcome to the board, Karki and Donna with the Thompson twins. Good job, Karki and Donna Jaworski. Okay, Karki, you can pick the next category. Either 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s. Yeah, Brian K., I know I lived in the 80s, but I couldn't tell you. Oh, Karki wants to stick with the 80s. I'm sure I've heard of these songs, but I don't know if I've ever seen them now. So I'm ashamed of that one. Okay, let's see. 1980s. Who wrote The Art of the Deal in 1987? Who wrote The Art of the Deal in 1987? And It's Joey's World, John, and Catherine Wilby. So It's Joey's World, John, Catherine Wilby, and Donna gets a point for spelling out the whole name. Donald Trump. Good job, everyone. Okay, sticking with the 80s. Now I'm going to have to find a really hard 80s question that maybe some of the younger set that want to do the other categories. Tony Schwartz. Okay, here we go. Next question. She-Ra, Princess of Power, was the female counterpart to what cartoon superhero? She-Ra, Princess of Power, was the female counterpart to what cartoon superhero? Okay, Mary, Karki, and Brian K. with He-Man. So Mary, Karki, and Brian K with He-Man. It was He-Man. Okay, sticking with the 80s. A lot of people got it right. But yeah, it was He-Man. Welcome in, Chris Stadbuilds. I hope you're doing well or feeling better. Okay, 1980s. Here we go. The singing career of this German-French duo was ended by a controversial lip-syncing incident. The singing career of this German-French duo was ended by a controversial lip-syncing incident. Uh-oh. Okay, so it was Milli Vanilli and Mary, Mike Bush, and Brian K got it. So Mary, Mike Bush, and Brian K. Good job, Mary. And Brian K. and Mike Bush, welcome in. It was Milli Vanilli. Okay, sticking with the 80s. Hello, Cherise Surfer Girl. Okay, here we go. This MTV show was first hosted by Fab Five, Freddie, but Dr. Dre and Ed Lover hosted it later. This MTV show was first hosted by Fab Five, Freddie, but Dr. Dre and Ed Lover hosted it later. And the first person to get it is Captain Akron 27, Brian K, and Mary. Yo, MTV Raps. Okay, Captain Akron, you get control of the categories. You can do the 80s, 90s, 2000s, or 2010s. Yeah, Annie Koo, I haven't watched MTV in a long time. Too, every once in a while there might be something that catches me, but not. I haven't watched it as much as I used to in the past. I liked when they had the RV show and everything. Okay, he's gonna mix it up with the 90s. So here we go. 1990s. Here we go. What rapper made puffy harem pants popular in the 90s? What rapper made puffy harem pants popular in the 90s? Okay, let's see. So it's Joey's World, Live and the Magic Stacy, and Catherine Wilby with MC Hammer. It's Joey's World, Catherine Wilby, and Stacy from Live in the Magic. From Live in the Magic. So, welcome to the board, Stacy. Okay, it's Joey's world. Yeah, I was getting ready to grab one. A new card. Remember his Taco Bell commercial. Extra points if you do the dance. It's hammer time. Precise Signs. Welcome in, Precise Signs. Thank you for joining. Okay, a 1980s question. Here we go. Keisha Knight Pullman was in the cast of The Cosby Show. Which Huxtable did she play? Keisha Knight Pullman was in the cast of the Cosby Show. Which Huxtable did she play? Okay, Captain Akron, Precise Signs, and Surfer Girl with Rudy. With Rudy. So Captain Akron, Precise Signs, and Surfer Girl 326. Cherie. I say John Stamos. Okay, Captain Akron, you get to pick the category. Welcome in, Samantha Lowe. Thank you for joining. Okay, Ryan, you get to pick the next category. Going to 2010s. The 2010s for Oliver. Okay, here we go. 2010s. In Stranger Things, what is the name of the alternate dimension the kids visit? In Stranger Things, what is the name of the alternate dimension the kids visit? And we have our answer. So Stacy, Live in the Magic with Upside Down. Captain Akron, Upside Down. And Birdwell with the Upside Down. So welcome to the board, Birdwell. So we have Stacy, Birdwell, and Captain Akron. And Stacy of Live in the Magic, you get to pick the next category. We have, of course, the 80s, 90s, 2000s, or 2010s. Okay, Stacy is picking the 90s. The 90s. Here we go. In 1996, an animal named Dolly became the first mammal to be successfully cloned. What kind of animal was Dolly? Welcome in, Mandalorian. And we have our answers. Car key with sheep. It's Joey's World with sheep, and Kathy of Kathy and Randy with sheep. So let's see. Karki. It's Joey's World, and Kathy with sheep. So Karki, you get to pick the categories. Actually, this is a different card game. It's Joey's World. I do still have that one, but I just picked up this one instead. It was closest. But you're getting your 80s questions back. Yeah, you're after Jeff on This Our Dreams, Mary, on that answer of sheep. I just seen you on there. It was Karki, It's Joey's World, Kathy, This Our Dreams, and then you were on there. Okay, we're going back to the 80s. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. It gets tossed over or whatever. It's Joey giving Lisa the answers. Maybe if it was a sports answer, who knows? Probably Keith. Okay, let's see if anybody remembers this show. Name the MTV heavy metal show which debuted in 1987. Oh, yeah, it does happen that way. Name the MTV heavy metal show which debuted in 1987. And I do have three people that have it. Headbangers Ball, Brian K, Ryan Captain Akron, and It's Joey's World with Headbangers Ball. Headbangers Ball. So Brian K, Ryan Captain Akron, and It's Joey's World. Okay, Brian K, you get to pick the category. Welcome in, our Johns. Yes, this is the place. Welcome in, Richard. But Brian K, you can pick the 80s, 90s. Okay, you're going with the 90s. Thank you. Here we go. Founded in 1999 by Sean Fanning and Sean Parker, this early file sharing service shook the music industry to its core. Founded in 1999 by Sean Fanning and Sean Parker, this early file sharing service shook the music industry to its core. And I have my three answers. Ryan with Napster, you were first, Captain Akron, Precise Signs, and Brian K with Napster. So Brian K, Captain Akron, and Precise Signs. Good job, everyone. Yeah, I knew about it, but I never used it. By the time I thought about using it, that's when they shut it down or started getting on everybody. Okay, back to the 1980s. Here we go. What vitamin chomping arcade game character was introduced in 1981? What vitamin chomping arcade game character was introduced in 1981? So it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, and Karki with Pac-Man. With Pac-Man. So it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, and Karki with Pac-Man. Good job. And you were so close, Brian. Or John, actually. He was fourth there. Those are vitamins. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Annie Koo. I thought they were just little dots. And then they got the superpower dots. Welcome in, Dre Houston. Thank you for joining. And the first person that got it was Karki. Or no, it was It's Joey's World. It's Joey's World. I should mix it up. It's Joey's World. You get to pick the category. Still the 80s. Okay. Here we go. Shelley Long and Tom Hanks starred in this movie about an unfixable fixer-upper house. Shelley Long and Tom Hanks starred in this movie about an unfixable fixer-upper house. And it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, and David Stragan with the Money Pit. With the Money Pit. So it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, and Dave Stragan with the Money Pit. Good job, everyone. I do see a lot of the Money Pit answers. Okay, it's Joey's World's mixing it up. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've watched it also. Okay, 1980s. Or I'm sorry, 1990s. Sorry about that. The 1990s. Here we go. In 1980, I'm sorry. Boy, you got 80s on my brain there. It's Joey's World. But here we go. It's the 90s. In 1996, the Summer Olympics were held in this southern U.S. city. In 1996, the Summer Olympics were held in this southern U.S. city. And Karki, Surfum, and It's Joey's World, and Donna for Atlanta. So it's Joey's World. But the first person was, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it was Captain Akron, Karki, Surf Bomb, It's Joey's World, and Donna. Because I missed Captain Akron. So Captain Akron, Karki, Surf Bomb, It's Joey's World, and Donna. Oh, where did Okay, so I got them. Karki. Where is Karki? John. I got him. Okay. So, Ryan, Captain Akron, you get to pick the next category. Uh-oh, don't tell me I lagged. Okay, 2010s. Here we go. The 2010s. What Paris cathedral suffered a ferocious fire on April 15, 2019? What Paris cathedral suffered a ferocious fire on April 15, 2019? Okay, John, Brian K., and Dre Houston with Notre Dame, the Cathedral of Notre Dame. So, John, Brian K., and Dre Houston, welcome to the board. And I will, and car key, so I'll go with 4 there. Okay, John wants to do the 80s, the 1980s. Okay, here we go with the 1980s. Yeah, way to go, everyone. Pat Morita played Mr. Miyagi in this 1984 film. Pat Morita played Mr. Miyagi in this 1984 film. So we have It's Joey's World, Captain Akron, Brian K., and Live in the Magic with Karate Kid. Good job, everyone. Yeah, pretty much everybody got it. You're welcome. Don't feel obligated, though, to be in all the time, but I figure if you ever drop in, it would be helpful. Thank you. Okay, I will take good luck 80s. Okay, here we go. I was going to get Sam. There we go. What brand of jeans, popular in the 80s, had a logo which included a question mark? Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you stopping in also. Good to see you, Sam and Arjons. Not good luck for all of us. But what brand of jeans, popular in the 80s, had a logo which included a question mark? And let's go to the board here. The first person I see is Live in the Magic, Mary, Karki, and Captain Akron with guess. So the answer was guess. We all guessed it. Yep. Everybody but It's Joey's World. Who was my first one? Let's see. Live in the Magic. You get to pick the next category. Oh, wait. Let me take a look. I might have missed you. Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Timothy Rainwaters. Actually, I have you right after Captain Akron. Precise signs. As I know on your board it looks like that, but I have to go by what I have. So, and we're gonna go with the 90s. So, yeah, I was looking up to see if I see you further, but I have Live in the Magic, Mary, Karki, Captain Akron, and Precise Signs. Just to go over who I have on my side. As I did go up a little bit further to make sure I didn't miss you. But here we go for the 1990s. Here we go. The space telescope that NASA launched into orbit in 1990 is named after this astronomer. The space telescope that NASA launched into orbit in 1990 is named after this astronomer. Ooh, wow, everybody got it. But it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, Dave, and Arjons. Welcome to the board, Arjons. So Dave, let's see, it's Joey's World, Captain Akron, Dave, and Arjons with the Hubble. Okay, 1980s. Yeah, it's tougher. And I know different internet or different things, but I but here we go. 1980s. In the 80s, Meade helped school kids manage loose papers with this system of folders. In the 80s, Meade helped school kids manage loose papers with this system of folders. So we have Captain Akron, Dave Stragan, Karki, and Brian K with the Trapper. The Trapper Keeper. Yes, with the Trapper Keeper. So Captain Akron, Dave, Karki, and Brian K. Okay, we will do 2 more questions because it's coming up upon 7 o'clock. I know Pete McDevitt is going live. The Disney Nerd Herders go live at 7. Fun fact, Big Fat Panda was in a Trapper Keeper commercial in the 80s. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I know at 8 o'clock, Joy S. and her family. Also at 8 o'clock, the D&G Explorers. 9 o'clock is This and That Crew. I know Monarch Moments went earlier this evening. So you never know. They might pop up again, but 9 o'clock, This and That Crew. And then I know Gonzo and some of them have a show also this evening. But it was that Trapper Keeper. Okay, who was the first one on that one? I'm sorry if I missed it. Captain Akron, you get to pick the next category. So we'll do 3 more questions because I think that's what I said there. Yeah, that's a pretty cool fun fact there. That's pretty cool. I'll have to look it up now you said that. Be like Big Fat Panda. Okay, 2010s. The 2010s. Let's pick a good one. Let's see. I had one. Now I can't find it. Okay, here we go. 2010s. You should go live again, R. Johns. That was a good stream. But here we go for 2010s. He played Fred Rogers in 2019's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I'll have to look for it. But he played Fred Rogers in 2019's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And we have It's Joey's World, Donna Jaworski, and Ryan, and Live in the Magic with Tom Hanks. So, It's Joey's World, Donna Jaworski, Captain Akron, and Live in the Magic. I always want to say live because everybody else says there's live. Okay, 2010s. Thank you. It's Joey's World. Here we go. In 2015, he became the first U.S. president to use a Twitter account while in office. In 2015, he became the first U.S. president to use a Twitter account while in office. And here we go. Captain Akron was first. It's Joey's World, Live in the Magic, and Precise Signs with Barack Obama. So Captain Akron, It's Joey's World, Live in the Magic, and Precise Signs. Good job, everyone. Okay, Ryan, you get to pick the very final question of the evening. What category would you like? 80s for Joey. Let's make it a hard one. No. Okay, here we go. I'll go with Dre's little signs here. Here we go. Sony and Philips collaborated on this technology that revolutionized the music industry in 1982. I'll read it again. Sony and Philips collaborated on this technology that revolutionized the music industry in 1982. Ooh. I see one correct answer. And I may give someone else a point also for their answer. 1980s, what was invented is what it should be. I see two correct answers. Sony and Philips collaborated on this technology that revolutionized the music industry in 1982. What was invented? I do see two answers and one person that has part of the answer with their type of one. So it was not what the Walkman. It was not the Walkman. That was already out. Welcome in, Nicole. Thank you for joining. Victoria. Okay, the answer was compact disc. The compact disc. And Captain Akron and Dre Houston got the answer correct with compact disc. And now I see Nicole has it before I said it, but compact discs. So Dre Houston, Captain Akron, and Nicole. And Dre. Okay. Our big winner tonight with the 80s was It's Joey's World. They're on fire. Was It's Joey's World. They won 3 weeks in a row so far. Yeah, I was going to give you a point too, Dave. I meant to go back to that one. But It's Joey's World was the big winner with 17 points. Ryan, Captain Akron, was second place with 15 points. And our third place winner was Karki with Brian K with 10 points was our third place winner. Brian K was third place. So good. So our first place winner was It's Joey's World. Then Captain Akron, Ryan, and Brian K. So congratulations, everyone, and good job, everyone. Oh, yeah, I know you are, Dave. You actually had 4 points. So Stacy, Live in the Magic, had 6 points. Birdwell, 1 point. Precise Signs, 4 points. Annie Koo, 1 point. It's Joey's World, 17 points. Surf Bum, 5 points. Bob and Kelly, 2 points. Dre Houston, 1 point. Brian K, 10 points. Kathy, 2 points. Dave had 4 points. R. Johns, 1 point. Mary, 5 points. Karki, 9 points. Donna Jaworski, 4 points. Catherine Wilby, 2 points. Mike Bush, 1 point. Captain Akron, 15 points. Cherie Surfer Girl, 1 point. Dre and Nicole and R. Johns, 1 point. So everybody beat Jeff of This Our Dreams if you ever worried about that. But thank you. And thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I'm going to try to mix it up a little more next time. We'll go with the movies. But thank you all for joining. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up button, it'd be much appreciated if you have. And if you check out our videos and other live streams that we've done, please consider subscribing. We go live when we do get down to the Orlando area, but we also go live in and around Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area, West Virginia, Ohio, and probably some other places for some fun. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. So thank you all for joining. I hope you had a great time, and we'll see you all in the chats, and let the adventures begin. Thank you. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye. Yes, we all beat Jeff. Yeah.